guys, welcome to the second house and welcome to the new moon in Taurus. So I'm here in this video to discuss the new moon in Taurus that took place on May 11th, 2021. I think it took place around 2:30 p.m. as far as Michigan. I'm from Michigan. And I'm going to be talking about the 6-month cycle of new beginnings that are beginning between now and about November 19th when we have a Taurus full moon. So we've got another 6-month cycle opening up, you guys. So once a month we have a new moon, which happens when the moon and the sun are together in the same zodiac sign. So we had that happen in Taurus on May 11th. And so in this video, I just kind of want to, honor and talk about Taurus energy. And then, of course, I would like to get us all some guidance and tarot messages to help us understand how this is hitting us all differently. Okay, so of course you want to watch for your rising sign and your moon sign, you guys, so that you can have a deeper understanding of the things taking place. But at the beginning of this video, I am going to just talk about Taurus and what it means in astrology. So we know that the new moon once a month happens. It kind of starts off the zodiac sign season, and it's a time of planting seeds of intention. So that's what this is all about, you guys. But when we discuss Taurus in astrology, we're talking about the second house of personal finances, money, material possessions, things like value, security, the material world and realm, our resources, our tangibility, and self-worth. So it's a very physical, earthy vibration, you guys, okay? This is actually fixed earth. So this is physical stability and very logical as well, similar to Virgo and Capricorn, very grounded. But what I really wanted to make sure to mention in this video is that this new moon took place with Uranus, the planet Uranus, and that's a very unpredictable planet. It rules Aquarius. So there's a little bit of unpredictability. I think Uranus, before this new moon, it really just showed me that the Taurus vibration is extremely affected by Uranus. Taurus is what is grounded. It's almost that Mother Earth Gaia energy, but with unpredictable, zany, shock and sudden surprise, enlightenment-filled Uranus. This is really changing the vibration of Taurus, genuinely. Sorry about that, guys. So what I was saying, I was talking about Taurus energy and how it occupies this very grounded and logical vibration. But Uranus, planet Uranus, has been in Taurus for a little while. I believe it's going to stay there until 2026. So it really has affected our financial stability, our overall sensation. Taurus is associated with the 5 senses, and those are just a little bit zany right now, honestly. Uranus is really adding this unpredictable feeling. So what I'm trying to say is that it can be very difficult to feel grounded right now, especially when it comes to our security and our tangible realm. It's a little bit unpredicting. So I wanted to keep that in mind, and I wanted to share that message with you guys about the Taurus new moon. This is opening up a new cycle of unpredictability. So we're really just having to trust right now. And I know this new moon it's definitely interesting. It was definitely heavy energy. I know a lot of us are feeling kind of drained physically. Taurus energy has access to our physical body, just like Virgo and Capricorn do, because it's ruled by Earth. So the vibration of our Earth is very uncertain right now because of this Taurus new moon and with Uranus. So, if anyone has Taurus energy, or if they have Taurus in their life or Taurus watching, I definitely think just by observing Taurus individuals, or even speaking with them, they would agree that it's very difficult to feel kind of grounded. It's just there's this unpredictable energy that we can kind of feel subconsciously. And if I haven't mentioned it yet, I am a Taurus moon. So this was my lunar return. This was my new moon. And I definitely, I'm going to channel my moon for this video and try to speak on behalf of what this cycle is really opening up for all of us. Okay, so I definitely wanted to mention Uranus's energy. There is a little bit of unpredictability, surprise, and this is just about becoming enlightened, specifically to our security. A lot of us, with what's going on in the world and even outside issues, it's not only that, it's just a lot of stuff. Money itself is changing in our world. It's becoming very, very futuristic, which is also another Uranian thing. It's almost like technology. It's more of a collective thing where we're really changing. our values as humanity. And this is definitely that Uranian Taurus energy that is causing this. And we're planting seeds. We're going to see a lot change over the next 6 months. So for those of you out there who are feeling short of resources or feeling like you don't have enough, that's definitely the Taurus moon energy. And just kind of allow yourself to go with this. Try to be as grounded as you can, but don't allow darkness or fear of not having enough really overly dictate your life, because there's going to be some really new and amazing surprises that this new moon has in store for us as well. So I do want to go ahead and move on to the Taurus darkness portion of the notes on all the new moons. I do look into the darkness of the zodiac sign that we're dealing with. So we're under this new moon Taurus darkness cycle for 6 months. We're going to be planting seeds of intention. So, kind of going off of what I was just talking about, those of us who feel a certain lack, I will guarantee you this Taurus new moon definitely revealed to us, or will reveal to us, the areas of our lives where we're not stable, where we don't feel like we have certain resources. That was very highlighted around the time of this new moon, and it will continue to be highlighted. So yeah, we're just gonna have to just trust that there's going to be new beginnings, and that we're going to be able to set intentions. This is not about what we currently have. It's about what we would like to have in 6 months, where we see ourselves, our finances, our resources, and really just gaining a new sense of self-worth. And this is about value in all ways, okay? We can place value on things differently. That's one of the things that I really love and respect about Taurus, is there is no other zodiac sign quite like Taurus that is able, they're just born. Taurus, sun, moon, and rising, and even other placements. You can relate this to other placements you have. That's the area of your chart where you really have a keen sense of value that others may not be able to see. Tauruses are really born with that, with the sensation of that, knowing something's worth, and because they're just really tangible. This is the realm where things become touchable, feelable, seeable, smellable, hearable. So it's really here. These new beginnings are going to be very, very physical, okay? And as a Taurus moon, I just really feel this, you guys. So I know it can be really tough, but let's go ahead and talk about some of the dark things that can be triggered and things that we need to be careful about. So we all know that stubbornness is associated with Taurus, but I wanted to make sure to add that stubborn clinginess. It's not so much that Taurus is stubborn. I don't really feed too much into that stereotype, because I know that energy at a very intimate and secret level. So it's not necessarily stubbornness that is associated with Taurus. It's the stubbornness of not wanting to let go of something, specifically because it belongs to you, or because you don't have enough of that thing. That's what you want to be careful of, all right? It's not just stubbornness. Although that is true about Taurus, but it's more so the reason behind why Taurus is stubborn, why they won't change. They are fixed earth, as we talked about, so all the fixed signs are really in between what is mutable and what is cardinal, what is changing in the actions that are being taken. Taurus is going to stabilize that. All right, but we want to be careful of selfishness because of this stubborn clinginess. Taurus darkness can definitely initiate a certain stubbornness, and like I said, it's usually rooted in self-worth issues. This is usually rooted in perhaps time periods in our lives, whether it's past lives or our childhood or family, curses, where we don't feel like we have enough resources. That is really a Taurus darkness. I have that written here. A lack mindset, like just having the mindset and overly thinking about what you don't have, instead of creating or setting intentions for a plan to obtain or possess a certain person, place, or thing. So we want to be careful of stubbornly clinging to things selfishly because of what we don't have. There's nothing worse than hanging on to something because you're afraid to lose it. Taurus new moon. So we want to be careful also of our comfort zones, okay? A lot of us, we're clinging on to what we've known before about what we own and our money and our values and the things that belong to us. But if we were just to allow ourselves over the next 6 months to, step out of our comfort zone a little bit, do something that, unpredictable, do something that we've never done before, do something that other people aren't expecting or that we're not familiar with, then we'll be very surprised at the new beginnings that this will wander us into. We're going to have to, show initiative, though, we really will. We can't be lazy with this kind of energy. That's another Taurus darkness thing. Taurus is, they love comfort. They love the luxury life because they're ruled by Venus. but we want to be careful not to get too comfortable with inaction and laziness. You want to take things at your own pace, like Taurus. Taurus is, you know, associated with the bull, associated with the cow in astrology, food, all of those luxury smells and feelings and textures and fragrances and all that. So we just got to be careful with kind of an overindulging in that, okay, and getting comfortable with, you know, there's a difference between, you know, there's a difference between taking things at your own pace and not pushing yourself and being sturdy and, you know, putting your best foot forward, making small steps every day in a logical direction that you'd like to go, versus I'm so comfortable with inaction that I'm not doing anything. I'm actually getting comfortable with all the things that, so what good is it to be surrounded by luxury and things that you value and consider worth it if you're not going to turn those things into anything? And that's where Virgo and Capricorn come in as earth signs as well. So Taurus is really about discovering what belongs to you. But in order to do that, we have to let go of what no longer belongs to us, right? The full moon in Taurus 6 months ago was the 6-month cycle that kind of helped us along with that. So be careful of you know, that mindset of not having enough or lack, and be careful of possession, because Taurus definitely does rule, you know, the things that belong to us, possessiveness. So we want to be careful of that. All right, so I just wanted to kind of share with you guys after this part before we get into the Moonology messages. For this Taurus new moon, well, for all the new moons, I take part in a ritual. I've been doing this for years. So here are my Taurus new moon intentions. I sat them out with a few things that I considered valuable. I lit a candle during the night of the new moon. 2 weeks ago on the full moon in Scorpio, I visited a cemetery, a graveyard, and I got some dirt. And what I'm going to do later on tonight after I record this video is I placed the dirt in a jar. So what I thought would be really interesting is to fold this up and to plant this in the jar. Okay, this energy, I don't want to forget to mention how potent it is. Whenever we're dealing with the moon energy, with the Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, we really want to take advantage of the physical realm. So doing things in the physical realm is going to be extremely more potent as far as what's going to grow from this, okay, because these are actual seeds, metaphorical seeds. So whenever we're doing a moon ritual in an earth sign, what I like to do is involve as many physical things to make this real, to ground this, to make this stable as much as I can. So physically writing things, really important. Physical dirt, actually planting things. And another thing that I did, I'm actually not wearing it, but a while back when Venus entered Taurus, I took part in a spell that I'm going to include in this spell as well. So like physically enchanting items, basically setting intentions with physical items. So I had a ring. It was a pinky ring. It's somewhere over there. I'm actually not wearing it right now. I forgot, darn it. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that I did a little spell and I enchanted. It was for self-love, just for me personally, with the Venus and Taurus transit, and I basically just set intentions and I invoked a certain meaning with an item. Okay, that would be very potent to do. So if you have a special item that you would like to enchant for protection, or you know, pretty much anything that you want that item to represent for you, that is a great way to harness this new moon and kind of keep that item close to you and work with that item over the next 6 months, and it'll help, you know, make this even more of a ritual. So those are just a couple things that I am doing for the Taurus new moon as far as the little ring that I enchanted. I feel that was very physical Taurus new moon magic. And then of course I did my little new moon. I always write a little contract with myself, and it helps to know what planets you have in Taurus. So for me personally, I'm a Capricorn rising. Taurus is my 4th house, and my moon and my south node is my 3rd house as a Pisces. So I just made sure to kind of, you know, some of you guys are not sure what to write, but really it's just whatever you would like to set intention for and what you would like to manifest over the next 6 months. It definitely helps to know what the zodiac signs mean and where they are in your chart. So for me, this was all about home and family, my past life. I definitely incorporated where I'd like to see myself be financially over the next 6 months. Yeah, so that just kind of helps you with themes, and I will be burning this piece of paper on the full moon lunar eclipse in Sagittarius at the end of May. A lot of people are kind of cautious with eclipse magic, but I need the unexpected energy. You know, with eclipses, the only difference is that it is a little bit more potent and kind of unexpected, but I wanted to harness that and take advantage of that. I want unexpected energy to happen in my finances. I embrace that. So it's up to you guys, but I will be burning this in 2 weeks. So really what I do is I just kind of, you know, you can keep this piece of paper and reread it if you feel led to, but I'm going to fold it up and I'm going to plant this in dirt after this video, and it's going to stay there for 2 weeks building up potency, and then I'm going to remove it on the full moon and burn it under the Sagittarius full moon. I love when the full moons happen in fire signs because I do work with fire every full moon, and it really helps harness and manifest the energy in a physical way. You guys, you're taking the ideas and the thoughts and the desires that you have and your intentions and really making them physical. And that's the great thing about living on earth, is that it's the physical realm where shit goes down. So we went over the notes. Let's go ahead and check the Moonology portion of this. And I do have the Taurus new moon. Hopefully you guys can see. Prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. And I'm just going to read from the book here, you guys, to kind of close out these messages before we get into the tarot. So prosperity lies ahead. This is definitely new beginnings of finances and value, guys. But this is what the book says. This card will often come up when you're inquiring about a financial matter or when you're doubting your self-worth. This card suggests that you have what you want, including material things, but you must believe in yourself. This comes down to the laws of attraction. Value yourself and others will value you too. You can create abundance. Taurus is associated with a luxurious Venus, and this card holds the new moon energy. So now is a good time to make a 12-month financial plan. This card is also a signal that the start of a new relationship or of a sexier time. If you've been wrestling with something for a long time, the Taurus new moon is sturdy and is a sign not to give up just yet. Get or give a massage. Healthy body, healthy mind. You will soon be able to afford the thing that you're dreaming of. Getting clear on what you value most will help you find peace. Take some time out to pamper yourself. Start a standing order to a savings account, no matter how small. We often feel that it's somehow wrong to focus on our finances, but the truth is that money can make life far more comfortable from a physical point of view. That is true. Taurus knows this, and the new moon in Taurus is a time to work your magic to create the money you want, so you can have the comforts that you want. Remember, though, that someone else is still wishing for what you already have. Wow. I love that. I love incorporating these Moonology tarot card or oracle cards. So now we are going to move on to the tarot portion, you guys. And I do have the Hierophant card here. So this is the card that rules Taurus. I've shuffled and I've set intention to connect with the messages of this new moon for the 12 zodiac signs. But before I do that, I just kind of want to see, you know, how the energy surrounding the Hierophant card, this is going to represent the new moon. So what do we have behind the Hierophant? We have the Chariot. So Cancer energy. Okay, this might be about Cancer season. That's a few months away. But first and foremost, this is about acceleration. I know there's been a lot of obstacles to consider, maybe even with vehicles, but this is all about moving forward in spite of what you can and can't see. And this is definitely involving our values, our worth, our tangible reality. That's been quite unknown. There's been a lot of overwhelming emotions, but there's two cards of focus forward. All right, there's going to be a lot of collaborations between now and November with this moon cycle, okay? People that have similar values to us, we're going to come up with certain plans. Now, emotionally, we're a little bit closed off, represented by the Queen of Cups. This is going to take some maturity when it comes to the sensitivity. All right, there's a lot of options. There's going to be a lot of movement forward and communication regarding this, but this is the vibration that is the most important, the Chariot. So there's going to be victory. There's going to be movement forward after stagnancy. There's a lot of options. We're a little overwhelmed emotionally with this Taurus new moon. But yeah, we're going to be able to harness this and move forward in a grounded way. Taurus is usually associated with a slower energy, but the Chariot suggests fast forward movement. So does the Eight of Wands. So over the next 6 months, you'll see things the momentum start to move forward. But I think this is more about obstacles and really harnessing something mentally, regardless of, you know, the overwhelming physical need with Taurus energy to see something logically, to touch something physically, to know it's there, to have the proof, you know, the tangibility. The Chariot card suggests mentally harnessing something. when it comes to our values and our finances and our self-worth. Okay, we don't have to have physical control over the things that are seemingly in our way. We can accelerate as long as we get a mental and emotional understanding of this. That's where the true grounded energy comes in. All right, the Hierophant is also associated with tradition, needing counsel or advice. These things may help accelerate us forward. Yeah, just wise figures, financial advisors or counselors, or even priests to a certain extent, that'll help us move forward with some of the options that have been unknown to us before this, prior to this. We're going to be moving forward. And it's very important that we collaborate with others that kind of feel the same way that we do. All right, so yeah, guys, let's go ahead and start with Aries for this Taurus new moon. Hi, Aries, how's it going? Welcome to the Taurus new moon on May 11th, 2021. This is opening up a 6-month cycle of new beginnings and seeds of intention between now and November in your second house of finances, values, and possessions. That's what this is all about, Aries. Okay, especially if you're an Aries rising, make sure you watch for the rising sign. So let's go ahead and see what the tarot has to say to you, Aries. What is the Taurus new moon message for Aries, sun, moon, and rising, please? Taurus new moon. So we've got the 5 of Wands sticking out, coming back in. So that's that fire energy, Aries. And that's what's coming out, okay? So as I mentioned, this is definitely taking place in your second house of what you own, your values, security, the material world. This is where things become very grounded, and this is where you can set intentions, Aries. So, if you're dealing with a Taurus in any way when it comes to finances or the physical realm, that's going to be even more, resonative for you. But we have the 5 of Wands and the Hierophant coming out. Some of you guys are dealing with Taurus. We have their ruling card coming out as a part of this message. You may have Taurus energy in your chart, Aries, or someone you're connecting with or dealing with does. This could be talking about Taurus season from the end of April, beginning of May. We're about to head into Gemini season, but there's been some conflict maybe with a Taurus, or when it comes to committing. This is a little bit of a competition. Okay, the 5 of Wands. And this is a bit of a traditional value. Okay, so this is happening in your house of what belongs to you. You're going to have to fight. There's a little bit of a fight or a little bit of tension that you're experiencing financially. And the advice here is to, maybe even to get advice, to get counselship. All right, because there's some conflict here, something that needs to change about the way people are expressing themselves. And again, there may definitely be some kind of financial or tangible battle over something traditional. This may have to do with marriage or commitment, where there's a little bit of fighting or competition over the next 6 months around the time of this new moon at the end of May as well, or in the middle of May. Okay, so yeah, some of you guys are having a bit of conflict when it comes to feeling grounded or in a commitment, a marriage. This could be any kind of commitment, but there's conflict, and it could be with a Taurus. We also have Sagittarius at the bottom of the deck. So you or someone else that you're dealing with may have Sagittarius energy, Aries. But if not, this is talking about being patient. Okay, this is talking about experimenting, taking things in moderation when it comes to battles and fights that you're experiencing in the tangible realm when it comes to your money, physical stability. This is you knowing your self-worth and not giving up, kind of persevering and battling even through times of conflict, but not losing your patience, not losing your footing, maybe having to experiment and mix two things together to get that perfect match. But this is about being patient for emotional fulfillment. All right, having that ultimate happy ending. Okay, maybe this is about financing a home. It could involve family stuff. It could involve a relationship. We have the Judgment card and the 9 of Swords here as well. So you're having a little bit of anxiety when it comes to moving on to a calmer place emotionally, to get happy, to be happy. This might involve a Leo or a child. Yeah, but there's going to be some things you have to move on from in order to experience happiness and fulfillment emotionally. But you've also got your purpose on your mind, Aries. You're trying to do what you feel called to do, but you have some anxiety, maybe some sleepless nights around the Taurus new moon over the next 6 months. And it's because of what you feel called to do. This may even have something to do with a phone call or about your finances, about something tangible. All right, second chances, forgiveness, resurrection, but being patient ultimately to feel that stability, to feel emotionally fulfilled. You're gonna have to be patient. All right, when it comes to that. But here's the message coming out. Definitely some conflict going on for you, Aries. The ability or the need to fight in some way for what is yours, for what belongs to you. All right, so hopefully that helped, Aries. New moon in your second house, great time over the next 6 months to set intentions in a tangible way. This is great for you, Aries, when it comes to actual money, okay? Like where you want to see yourself when it comes to what you own and possess in your physical material world by November, okay? So thank you, Aries. Let's go ahead and move on to Taurus. Hi, Taurus. Happy birthday. I hope you guys are all having happy solar returns. This is going to be a message for the Taurus new moon. This is your moon. This is for Taurus sun, moon, and rising. So let's go ahead and get a card out, and then we'll talk a little bit about astrology. We've got a card. Let's go ahead. We've got Cancer and Libra that may be important for someone out there. You may have Cancer or Libra energy. There may need to be some balance. We've got Gemini here as well. So there's definitely some kind of a partnership or marriage. Taurus, this is your message. I'm just going to go with it, and I may get you another one because that came out quite fast. Something about your vibration. This was actually the card right behind the new moon in Taurus message for all of us. So the Chariot is somewhat associated with the vibration of Taurus right now, and I'm not quite sure why. This video may reveal that. But this is the card of acceleration. In Taurus, I do want to mention that this new moon is happening in your first house, especially if you're a Taurus rising. Please watch for your rising sign, you guys. So this has everything to do, Taurus moon, sun, and rising, with who you are. Valuing who you are. You're starting to set new intentions for who you are over the next 6 months, and you're going to step into a new valued sense of self come November when we have a Taurus full moon and Scorpio season. So this is self-value, self-security, your own personal finances, possession of oneself. This is about the material version of yourself, Taurus, and what you have versus who you are, and how that kind of plays off of each other. And we know that that resonates for you, Taurus, because there is this energy with you, okay? Like it's interesting. You may not know exactly who you are right now, but you can spend the next 6 months kind of setting intentions for, this new version of yourself. It's about security, self-security, the stable version of yourself. Okay, and this is all your first house, but you're going to be accelerating forward. There may be an important Cancer, sun, moon, or rising here that's important. Cancer season, maybe when you see this accelerate, but there's been some obstacles when it comes to feeling grounded in who you are, Taurus. I feel a sensation here of, second guessing, allowing people, places, and things to get in your way, to get in the way of your value, your security, your stability. All right, your own sense of self-worth. So there's been some obstacles. You yourself have acted as an obstacle. You've gotten in your own way, I'm hearing, Taurus. Okay, so there's a need to kind of balance that out. We got Libra here. Maybe the law is involved here. Okay, you may be involved in the law, or there just might need to be some balance or some decision. This might involve the court or lawyer. But I think this is about balance, fairness, equality, being fair to yourself. That's how you're going to be able to accelerate over the next 6 months, putting yourself first. I know balance and fairness and equality have acted as somewhat of an obstacle, especially in your relationships, Taurus. Some of you guys feel really abandoned. This is the truth. That's what the truth is. You're going to be gaining clarity, Taurus. Okay, your message is very, very clear for your new moon. Why you've had your guard up, why there's this need to protect your own wounds when it comes to what really emotionally fulfills you and something that would be considered a wish come true, but you've been indecisive. Okay, there's been a little bit of a difficult decision, or there will be over the course of the next 6 months, but here's what you've been hanging on to and what you need to kind of let go of. Okay, this is definitely Taurus energy where you're stubbornly clinging to something that you consider valuable, but the truth here is that you're hanging on to something that's causing you that mindset of lack. This is... I really don't enjoy pulling this tarot card for Taurus, although it comes up with a very important message that is on key and very much something you need to hear. This card holds the vibration of something very important to you, and it's also like almost a cautionary thing. Over the next 6 months, you don't want to abandon yourself because of what you're holding on to, okay? If anything, hold on to the truth, okay? Hold on to the truth that's exposed when it comes to, times in your life where you've weathered storms all by yourself, Taurus, where you were seemingly without a certain thing. This is all about unemployment, feeling homeless. Those are battles that you've had to fight. And that's why Taurus hangs on to what they do have, because they remember the truth of what they didn't have. But this is all about accelerating forward, entering into balanced unions with that Scorpio full moon that we had. Okay, we got Gemini and Libra here. Definitely the air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But new truth. There could be something with a new Gemini, a commitment. Something here with, I see a new Libra or a new Gemini entering your life, or just clarity or conversations regarding that. But definitely choices. Okay, the choice here is to choose truthful acceleration, Taurus. This is all about acceleration for you. And I feel like the Cancer may be an important revealing zodiac sign for you for some reason over the next 6 months, but you're accelerating to a more balanced sense of self. This is really about just, letting go and releasing the parts of yourself that identify with not having enough, that identify with not being worthy enough. Okay, you've stepped into a new sensation of self-worth, and in the next 6 months there's going to be a justice for you, acceleration for you. In spite of obstacles that have been in your way, the truth is going to come in here. Okay, so the new moon in the first house, this is about definitely money, Taurus. This is definitely about your money and your self-worth and the things that you tangibly own, but this is your moon. Like, this is about who you are, and setting intentions for who you want to be by November. And your physical reality, your tangible possessions, the state of your finances being more an accurate reflection of the new you. Because when you have a new moon in your first house, there may be some fears here, what I'm saying, when it comes to who you are and how people are seeing you. The first house is your personality, how you're seen. It's how you show up in the world. It's how you're represented. And for some of you guys, at the beginning of this new moon, you may not be in the best place financially, and as a Taurus, you allow that to be a reflection of your value, when really value is something that comes from an abundant way of thinking. It's something that comes from, you're ruled by Venus, Taurus. So you are enough, and you're going to be much more stable as far as how you show up in the world and how you appear to others come November. So just set intentions for that. You guys, most of you just had birthdays if you're a Taurus sun, so there's a bit of rebirth to consider here as well. But yeah, this is all about the new you, becoming a new stable you, and also becoming a bit more tangible and grounded in reality as a player in this game, as a character, okay, Taurus? So thank you so much, Taurus. I hope this new moon was great for you. Let's move on to Gemini. Hi, Gemini. Welcome to the Taurus new moon on May 11, 2021. This is going to be a 6-month cycle of new beginnings that take place between now and November 19th, okay? So what is the Taurus new moon message for Gemini, sun, moon, and rising, please? Taurus new moon message for Gemini, sun, moon, and rising. We almost had the King of Swords and the Knight of Cups. So you're getting very, very clear, very, very mentally in control and balance. We have the Ten of Wands coming out, so there's also some burdens here, Gemini. But let's go ahead and talk about Taurus and where it is in your chart. Okay, so Gemini, Taurus is 12 signs away from you on the zodiac wheel. So this is actually your house of subconscious. This is your house of endings. As far as the new moon cycle, you've really reached the ending to certain intentions that you're setting, but also new intentions. So it's kind of tricky when you have a new moon in the 12th house, because the new moon is about beginnings, but the 12th house is about endings. The next new moon is going to be in your first house. So this is really wrapping up certain cycles. There definitely may be some fears. I'm very curious as to how Geminis are sleeping with so much energy in your 12th house, especially if you're a Gemini rising. Please watch for your rising sign. So it makes sense when I talk about the houses, but the 12th house is spiritual. It's subconscious, okay? It's endings, it's sacrifice, it's surrender. All right, it's that Piscean vibration, very subconscious, kind of dark when you have a new moon there. It may be hard to sleep. You may have a lot on your mind going on behind the scenes. But we're going to talk about money here. This is about your subconscious security, okay? The subconscious for Gemini is very real, because when you have a Taurus 12th house, that means that reality is associated with the subconscious and what's going on behind the scenes of your money. So subconscious self-worth, what you own or associate with and possess tangibly, subconscious resources, the values in the back of your mind, that kind of thing. So like valuing endings come up here, okay? So there definitely may be some things wrapping up in order to begin in 6 months. Gemini, in your 12th house of surrender. You guys really may have to surrender to the tangible realm right now. A lot of fears come up here too. But there's going to be unexpected new beginnings and endings for you in the 12th house, Gemini. It's very, very subconscious. So keep in mind dreams about money. If you have any dreams, like pay attention to your dreams right now anyway with the 12th house, because it's very spiritual. It's very dreamlike. It's very fantasy. So this is about your imagination. All right, but let's talk about the tarot because that sings a different attune. We have the Ten of Wands. Some of you guys are really, really burdened. This is about the hard work, the extra responsibility that you're taking on and carrying in order to get a job done. So it's interesting you're going through a 12th house new moon and we have the Ten of Wands. Both of those talk about completions. You're very near the end to a cycle, Gemini, especially when it comes to your money and finances subconsciously. You're wrapping something up there. Okay, there's something here about surrendering, and this is fire energy, by the way. You've got quite a lot of fire as your message for this 12th house new moon. Okay, new beginnings in your finances that you're going to have to subconsciously stand up for, battle for, compete for. We've got the card of competition here, Seven of Wands. So you've actually pulled the hater card. You're very burdened, but you're persevering. Okay, you're very strong here. Fire signs may be associated with this, or maybe this is about expression, taking action, being confident. Okay, Ten of Wands, Seven of Wands. It's getting a little bit of a burden to continue fighting and competing, but you're persevering. You're kind of the king of the hill here. And this is happening behind the scenes with Gemini. You know, you guys may not be showing this or telling people this, but in the subconscious of Gemini during this new moon cycle, there's a lot of burdens and competition and conflict, and you know, you're feeling a little bit like defensive and protecting what is yours. Okay, and we have the Tower here. There may be some unexpected energy as well. This is Mars. All right, some of you may have Mars and Gemini. We've got the planet Mars and Saturn and Venus showing up for you, Gemini. All right, and the Page of Wands. There's going to be good news. There's going to be some unexpected communication as well. This might involve your 12th house of endings or completion, especially because we have the World card. Okay, so this is about your abundance. This may be about a woman or a mother figure, fertility, pregnancy, but overall creating in a cycle of abundance here. We got Venus and Saturn, a cycle of abundance. Mother figures may be important, but look at this unexpected communication. This is you, Gemini. The Knight of Swords is you. So there's going to be the need to kind of act quickly to end things. Things are going to end kind of suddenly. You know, this is a little bit of an awakening, a shock. And here you are as a Gemini. All right, your season is coming up, Gemini, and there's going to be a need to kind of rush towards clarity and communicate and you know, act now, think later, think fast kind of energy, because there's some things subconsciously that are falling apart. Some of you guys may be feeling like there's a subconscious breakdown, you know, like in the back of your mind. Subconsciously, you're kind of going through it, but you're persevering. There are going to be battles. You're going to have to work really, really hard, Gemini, over the next 6 months to end certain burdens financially. That's what this is. This is what you're carrying subconsciously behind the scenes at an emotional, spiritual level when it comes to what you do and don't have. And the new moon is also going to end a burden for you. Period. By November, there's going to be certain things, especially financially, that you're just not going to have to carry anymore. Okay, this is a subconscious burden that is being released. You're going to feel a lot lighter by November. And I feel like there's going to be a little bit of heaviness that ends for you financially as we progress through June, July, August, September, October, November. You're going to end something heavy. Okay, this is about what you've been fighting for. But also just leave room for unexpected energy. Leave room for unexpected truths to come in, because you are starting this cycle of subconscious endings from now until November. So this is definitely spiritual for you, Gemini. This is a little bit of a different kind of vibe for you. It's very subconscious. Your fears about money, your fears about the material realm, they're very much grounding into reality. But I can tell you that there's going to be something that completes and ends for you subconsciously, that releases a burden for you by November, so that you can really step into this newfound sensation of wealth and security, okay, by that time. All right, Gemini, so thank you so much for listening. Let's move to Cancer. Hi, Cancer. This is a message for the Taurus new moon happening on May 11th. We have the Nine of Pentacles wanting to come out for you. So some of you guys already know this vibration is about your worth. Some of you are single or self-sufficient, independent, really surrounding yourself with value. So let's get a card and then we'll talk about astrology. Okay, we got the Page of Wands coming out. So as I was saying, this is the new moon in Taurus. This is a 6-month cycle between now and November 19th. And this is happening in the 11th house for you, Cancer. Taurus is 11 houses away from you. So this actually has to do a lot with the community, the collective, groups of people, the internet, technology, and yeah, crowds and groups of people and friendship. Okay, so a new moon in the 11th house can definitely initiate new friendships. It can initiate, so for those of you guys who are involved financially with groups, this is a huge collaboration. Okay, financial collaborations with money, like group money, inheritances, friends with money, collaborating on the internet. If any of you guys do anything on the internet that involves technology, okay, there can be new beginnings there as far as money on the internet, communities with money. You could move into a new community where there's values being shared, but new friendships, new valuable friendships that are secure, that match your self-worth, okay, that match your values. The resources your friends have or that groups of people around you have or on the internet may be important. Okay, 11th house energy. So let's go ahead and talk about the tarot cards. We have the Page of Wands. We got Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. That may be important. This may be a new friend that comes into your life between now and November. I definitely feel that for you guys, especially the fire sign. Some of you guys are going to really be connecting. And if it's not a fire sign, then these are new, exciting people that bring good news and values. You may find yourself, working with new people by November and finding friends at work or finding friends through money or the internet, that kind of thing, okay? But new value, and this is positive expression. This could even be your energy, Cancer, gaining more confidence and expression. And we do have the Moon card and the Death card at the bottom of the deck. We got Pisces and Scorpio that may be friendships here or involved in this cycle. Some of you guys, there's a little bit of fear here when it comes to what has transformed. Someone here may have a Scorpio moon, or maybe the moon transiting Scorpio is important. That Scorpio full moon 2 weeks ago at the end of April might have been important. But, this is your energy really going through transformation and rebirth, okay, with this cycle. And what you've been juggling, there's truth definitely here that you've been juggling as far as, this is that financial energy that we have to mention with Taurus. Truth coming in, new beginnings that you're juggling, having to weigh out the pros and cons, save your money, okay, Cancer. Some of you guys are hanging on to situations that involve conflict. Some of you guys do have financial conflict, so you're trying to penny pinch and save your money, very much financially stressed out, but there's new beginnings here, new thoughts and ideas. But yeah, there's definitely some secrets here. You could be dealing with Pisces, Scorpio, or have that energy. But illusions, okay? So just be careful of certain secrets, because behind the scenes, there's definitely some things that are changing and transitioning. You guys don't fear change. Don't fear this when it comes to what you're juggling subconsciously. Pay attention to your intuition, okay? When it comes to friends, when it comes to, groups of people you're around. So there's a little bit of a gambling energy here, a casino energy. You just want to think of money in large quantities. This is the collective's money, collective value, but new beginnings. So a new moon in the 11th house can definitely bring in new crowds of people. And I just want to say, Cancer, make sure that you're associating with groups of people who have similar values to you. Okay, so if you have a certain goal for yourself financially or when it comes to your stability, it might be kind of challenging or conflicting to hang out with people who are okay where they are or who don't really have any growth. They're not really stable. You just want to be careful of friends and the effects that these groups of people have on your overall sense of self-worth and stability. But you're pulling the Page of Wands, so I feel that this is going to be exciting. There's going to be a lot of new friends, new money, new values. You're going to be looking good, feeling confident, especially by, Leo season, which is in August. But yeah, there's going to be good, positive news. And I see new friendships. I see a little bit of fear here because of change. There may be friendships that end because of this new moon or friendships that begin, but you're definitely going to be juggling the value between two things. You may have an important choice to make here, but just keep in mind your truth. Emotionally, there's a lot of ups and downs. Okay, but behind the scenes, things are really changing for you with this new moon. And the Page of Wands is a new passionate endeavor. It's something that's expressed to you. You're going to be feeling really excited, okay? And this is about friends, okay? Valuing friendships, valuing new friendships, setting intentions for, maybe to meet wealthy friends by November or to meet people who are stable and grounded. All right, so yeah, thank you, Cancer. This is a new moon in Taurus in your 11th house. Valuing friendship, valuing the collective and the community, coming together, collaborating with other people. So let's go ahead and move on to Leo. Hi, Leo. Welcome to... Oh, hello. We have the Chariot popping out. I just talked to Cancer. Maybe this is important for you. This is very associated with this this new moon. We have Gemini showing up here, but yeah, a Cancer female. Someone here may have Cancer energy, but this is about accelerating forward emotionally. We've definitely got a Cancer here for you, Leo. So let's talk a little bit about this Taurus new moon for you, Leo. First of all, Leo is fixed and so is Taurus. So this energy is a little bit conflicted on the zodiac wheel. There is a 90-degree angle between you and Taurus. So a little bit of conflict that comes up here, especially when it comes to your future and your career, Leo. Taurus is 10 houses away from you, especially if you are a Leo rising. Please watch for your rising sign so that this makes more sense for you personally, your personal birth chart. But Taurus is 10 houses away from Leo, so this is your midheaven. This is about future money, future materials, future security, you know, stability, the things that you possess in the future, the things that you want to possess in the future, the next 10 years, you know, what you've gathered up is yours over the past 10 years. Like 10-year cycles come up here. Okay, so this is business, money and business and finances, but your career, your legacy, your path in life, what you feel your purpose is, and all of that is associated, you know, with this. Accelerating forward in spite of obstacles emotionally. Yeah, you're definitely standing up for yourself too. So what do we have for Leo for the Taurus new moon? Leo, sun, moon, and rising. What is the Taurus new moon message for Leo, sun, moon, and rising? Okay, wow, we have the Empress. Very abundant. Now, some of you guys are women watching, and if you're not, then this is bringing attention to the women in your life, mothers, sisters. This is a very fertile woman. Okay, some of you guys are bosses. This is a boss bitch, queen of all queens. This is the planet Venus. Okay, so to pull this for a new moon in the 10th house, you guys are going to be feeling really abundant in the future, really attractive, beautiful. Some of you are really fertile. This may be a mother or a caregiver in your life. Some of you guys may do that for a living. You may be a nurse or a teacher or, you know, any job where you're taking care of people. And if you really thought about it, you know, you're kind of like the mother of this career, or you're like the mother of this, whatever's going on in the 10th house of career, what you're doing to make money. It's almost as if you're taking care of something. Taking care of business is what I'm hearing. Okay, someone here is really in their throne here. So this is you really being in control of your own money and stability. But keep in mind, Taurus new moon, it brings up certain fears. So some of you guys may have a fear, okay, but just remember that you're abundant. All right, this is Venus energy, love and money. You're fertile and abundant. You're creating something. You're giving birth to something, literally or metaphorically. This is about your purpose to be abundant, your purpose to own certain things. We have the Justice card. So there's a wife here. In a marriage, we have the Devil. We got Libra and Capricorn here. This could be Taurus, Aries, or Libra as well. All right, with the Venus energy. But there's some toxicity here, obsession, codependency. Some of you guys, what good does it do you? Now, this is very Taurus energy, to be abundant. This represents Taurus. So some of you guys are really feeling that in your 10th house. Okay, you guys want to be abundant. This is where you want to see yourself, or who you want to see yourself with if you're interested in women. Okay, a wife, a mother, a nurturer, a caregiver. Some of you guys, your purpose is to do that. And that will bring you physical stability, okay, and feeling grounded. But first, we've got to balance out this Devil energy, okay? There's some kind of fairness here that needs to be established between now and November. You might be encountering a Libra or a Capricorn, or you may have that energy in your chart. But this is about toxicity, your shadow side, something or someone that is shackled to you and your abundance that you can't get away from, that you're keeping yourself stuck from. It could be an addiction that someone is fighting. You might be involved with the law or courts. Okay, this might be a toxic marriage that someone's in. Okay, someone here may have a toxic wife. There could be a toxic Libra here, or a Capricorn that needs to make a decision, or that is associated with that. But you're standing up for yourself. We have the Emperor now. You're pulling the Emperor and the Empress. So this might have to do with someone who's a boss, someone who's in a position of authority, and someone doesn't like that. Could be you. You could be fighting a father figure. But you're really done being breadcrumbed, Leo. There's heartbreak here that you're walking away from on the full moon, maybe in Sagittarius. So you're feeling loss and separation in a certain way because of third parties maybe. But breakups and being shortchanged, I hate this energy for Taurus because this is breadcrumbs. Okay, financial balance is important, but you're walking away maybe even from certain friendships, reconciliations. I got Pisces here, Cancer, Scorpio. But you feel like something's missing. Your heart is broke. Okay, you're not getting enough out of these situations, people, places, and things, jobs, relationships, but you're standing up for your own authority. You're in control here. You're fighting off haters. And this is what's toxic. That's what needs to be balanced out. Those of you with addictions or where there's lust, you're going to make a decision here. to free yourself from some kind of shadow force. So here's your message. We got Libra strongly. Someone's mother or parental figure, maybe a Libra, someone's wife. Okay, I definitely see a wife, a mother, or parental figure. But there's going to be some balance and abundance that comes in for you, Leo, to ensure your very stable and secure future. For Leo, it's very important that the future is stable and secure because of the 10th house Taurus. So this is about your tangible, long-term future. Keep in mind the 10th house is all about cycles and long-term commitment, you know, focusing on longevity. So we're talking 10 months, 10 years down the road, but we're also talking November 9th, 2021. And so this is literally a great time for future money for you. What do you see for the future of money, Leo? What do you see yourself having in November? If you wrote that down or if you just set intentions for that, it's really your purpose. It's associated with your purpose, so it has no choice but to manifest. This is your legacy. So you're just meant to own certain things. You're just meant to possess certain things in the future, okay? So new moon in the 10th house, you can definitely be starting a new career. You could be starting a new path in some way. You can be starting a new legacy. All right, this is your financial legacy. So thank you so much, Leo. Keep in mind, Taurus does square you, so there could be conflict when it comes to money or when it comes to your future or your path or where you want to see yourself go. You want to come up with some kind of financial plan for yourself, okay? And there's going to be lots of new beginnings between now and November, okay? So let's move to Virgo. Hello, Virgo. This is a message for the Taurus new moon happening on May 11th, 2021. We have a card coming out for you, Virgo. So let's talk a little bit about Taurus in astrology for you, all right? Now, this is 9 houses away from you on the Zodiac wheel, but I love this for you, Virgo. This is Earth energy, so Taurus is your sister sign. It harmonizes any planets you have in Virgo or Capricorn, so this is going to be positive flow, but the 9th house of Taurus for you, Virgo, especially if you're a Virgo rising, make sure you watch for your rising sign, guys, because it'll make more sense. It'll resonate more. But this is all about learning. This is all about expansion, your beliefs, higher knowledge, long distance travel, a lot of new beginnings that are going to be taking place in those areas of your life, Virgo, between now and November. So right now with this Taurus new moon cycle is a great time to set intentions to learn, to teach, especially involving money, security, the material realm in any way. Some of you guys may be taking classes to learn. Some of you may be traveling for money. Anything like that. But basically there's a 6-month cycle that is starting for you, Virgo, where you're going to be expanding what you own. Try not to have any fears when it comes to being flexible and letting go of your comfort zone and expanding when it comes to money, because the 9th house is going to really want you to explore your finances. It's going to want you to have adventures, to travel, and you may do a lot of that between now and November. So yeah, maybe even new beliefs about money would be important here. New beliefs about your self-worth and what is tangible, your resources, learning about money, studying about money, going back to school in order to secure certain finances, okay? But here we go. We know this is the 9th house for you. The card coming out is the Judgment card. So this is the card that rules Pluto. Pluto is actually retrograde, but the Judgment card is talking about an awakening. It's a second chance. Some of you guys, there may be second chances involving learning, or you may feel really called to study or travel or learn over the next 6 months. And, you know, setting intentions to have the finances to do this is really what's going on here. All right. So there may be something in your life, a person, place, or thing in your life that you thought was dead that is resurrecting. There may be forgiveness that is involved in this, Virgo. And this is an awakening. All right, a second chance. There's some kind of call here. There might even be like an actual phone calls involving money or involving certain chances or purposes, but you're feeling really called to maybe something that's far away. Okay, money is a long distance away from you, Virgo, so make sure you're really exploring and traveling and having journeys and adventures. We have the Chariot card at the bottom of the deck and the Queen of Cups and the Fool and the Two of Cups. So there's also something here about a new relationship that you may be kind of on guard about, okay, especially when it comes to your finances. Here you are in masculine form, Virgo, at the King of Pentacles. So this is about your stability, your security. There may be something with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, where there's battles financially when it comes to your confidence. We have the zodiac sign Leo that is showing up with the Sun and the King of Wands. So taking action when it comes to your happiness, but being grounded, putting your foot down, protecting your values. But we have a new risky relationship that you may jump into, Virgo, or start new between now and November. You may have a significant choice. All right, this is an unexpected relationship. It is Uranus. That's why some of you are on guard. Very strong emotional connection. This may be someone from the past, and we do have a Cancer woman showing up here very strongly. Scorpio, Pisces. This is Scorpio and Cancer, but ultimately moving forward in spite of obstacles emotionally. Some of you guys have kind of closed your lid emotionally. You're focused on your tangible reality. You're focused on, you know, money in the realistic realm, but there is a love here. There is, if you were to just kind of open yourself up emotionally, there's a water sign here that needs to open up emotionally as well. That's what the risk is. You're not really sure if you're ready to open up your cup and, you know, jump into this relationship, but I think this will really help you lower your guard, Virgo. So if you feel called to accelerate forward towards a certain person, towards a certain place, this is about really just accelerating towards your purpose. Okay, and this is what's being expanded for you. This is really what you're learning about, you know, how to expand in a very tangible way. When it comes to your self-worth, the material world is getting quite larger for you, Virgo. The material money is big for Virgo, honestly, because the ninth house is it's ruled by Jupiter, the biggest planet. So there's luck here to consider with the ninth house, but you're just educating yourself about how you can grow between now and November. And there's going to be definitely second chances with people, places, and things, resurrections, forgiveness, opportunities from the past that you feel called to accelerate forward towards. Some of you guys, forgiveness is an obstacle. Second chances are an obstacle. It's risky. You've closed off emotionally. But just know there's going to be some movement forward in spite of obstacles, Virgo, that you feel really called to certain directions. You may feel called to travel or drive. Some of you guys may be in cars, traveling, driving. Some of you guys make money with travel. So you may be a truck driver or an Uber driver. Like anything that has to do with money and traveling is coming up here for you, Virgo. So I see you in a car at some point between now and November, driving towards money, driving towards a more stable adventure and an adventure and exploration, expansion. Okay, in spite of, you know, the emotional risk there, but you feel really called to travel or accelerate towards a certain person, place, or thing between now and November. And I would definitely answer that call because you're being awakened to acceleration and you're being educated. This is about what you believe. So there's going to be new beliefs, new adventures, new knowledge that comes in, new things that you learn and teach about money between now and November, Virgo. So thank you so much. You might be dealing with a Scorpio. You did pull the Pluto and the Queen of Cups, so that's Scorpionic. Maybe you have Scorpio energy in your chart, but you're definitely going to be learning a lot between now and November, Virgo. So thank you so much. Let's shift gears to Libra. Hi, Libra. This is a message for the Taurus new moon taking place on May 11th, 2021. Message for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is a 6-month cycle of new beginnings with our finances, our tangibility, resources, and worth. Now, some of you guys are really trying to master certain skills. I had the Eight of Pentacles come out and it went back in. So that's definitely trying to learn and work hard on something, focus, master something. So let's see. What is the new moon in Taurus message for Libra? So let's talk astrology here real quick, and then we'll get into the card that just flipped out for you, Libra. So Taurus energy is 8 houses away from you on the Zodiac wheel. So this is a lot to do with intimacy, Libra, secrets, hidden energy. New moon in the 8th house is quite dark, all right? It's intimate. This is about sex and secrets and transformation, endings for you, but also other people's money, which is interesting because Taurus usually associates with our personal values and material possessions. For you, it's the 8th house of other people's possessions. So there's going to be some new beginnings there. The new moon in the 8th house can start new sexual relationships, new intimacy. Now, this is about money and security kind of going through a transformation for you, Libra. This can be kind of dark, but please know by November, there's going to be a new sensation of values that are reborn for you. You know, this has everything to do with money and sex and kind of an intimate, the tangible reality for Libra is quite intimate. You are ruled by Venus as well as Taurus. So this is your planetary sister sign. There's a lot here that you could learn, but deeply emotional. This is about, you know, stabilizing your feelings, facing your fears when it comes to what you do and don't have. By November, over the next 6 months, there's going to be new beginnings that have transformed a lot of changes with it when it comes to other people's money. This is inheritances, taxes. So Libra, you definitely are pulling that 8th house energy because we have the Queen of Cups. Now, this is a water sign woman that may be important. You may have water energy in your chart, but there's definitely some intimate new beginnings that you're kind of emotionally closed off to, maybe even sexually. This is very emotional, okay? So I'm not surprised to see this Queen of Cups for you as this message. So this is about you valuing intimacy, valuing a very stable and emotional connection, maybe even saving yourself for that if you're not experiencing that over the next 6 months, because you can see there's a lid on this person's cup, male or female. Now, the bottom of the deck is the World card, or I'm sorry, it might have to do with the World card, certain completions, but we have the Fool. This is Aries, your opposite sign, but a new beginning. There's definitely, similar to Virgo, a risky new emotional connection. Now, the reason this emotional connection is risky is because someone here is closed off, whether it's you or someone else. Now, this is about being very mature emotionally during this 8th house new moon cycle, getting very grounded when it comes to what's changing and the emotions that kind of come in. Very intimate, very vulnerable energy here, but you want to incorporate your money and your self-worth. So this is about your self-worth sexually, valuing yourself emotionally. This is kind of emotional for you, Libra. But yeah, there's a risky new connection that someone might jump into in spite of not, being ready emotionally. This is like, again, being very mature emotionally, balanced, compassionate, intuitive, being aware of what you feel and what others feel, but saving some of your emotions just to yourself. You're surrounded by water here. It's very intimate, but there's certain things that only you know that you feel over the next 6 months, Libra. But there is going to be this ability to kind of have a strong emotional connection. You could be connecting with a Leo from the past. I definitely see fire signs here for you, Libra. Got Aries, Leo. A Leo for sure. Okay, with the Sun card, the King of Wands, and the Page of Wands, there may be several different fire signs, but you're going to be feeling really called to a new, passionate, exciting adventure. There's going to be new news, an exciting phone call between now and November. You're going to feel really called to new passion. You're going to have to be very confident. There's a lot of happiness here and security. We have a lot of Leo energy for you. Queen of Wands, King of Wands. So I see a new, passionate connection that you're happy with. But, the message that came out with all this is the Queen of Cups. So keep those emotions in check especially about money. There's certain emotional effects that Libra has with money because of the 8th house being Taurus. So your tangible reality is shifting and transitioning. It's literally going through a metamorphosis. You're going to be a lot more secure when it comes to sexuality and vulnerability come November. So really, this is about setting intention for new intimacy in a tangible way, being valued sexually. Now, there could be new secret money here, okay? Or there may be secrets when it comes to other people's money with the 8th house. The new moon there is very dark, as I mentioned. So secrets here involving money or security or your tangible reality when it comes to what is yours. There's a little bit of possessiveness there too, and fear even, okay? There might be anything that has to do with fears, but that's why the Queen of Cups is here. There might be water sign women that can help you, but you're definitely going to be risking it all and maybe even traveling, starting new beginnings. I feel you're going to have a lot of new emotion, and by November, you're going to have gone through an ultimate transformation, Libra, and you're going to be able to see this aspected and portrayed when it comes to your material world and self-worth and tangibility. So thank you so much, Libra. Let's move to Scorpio. Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to the Taurus new moon. This is on May 11th, 2021, all the way up until your season in November of 2021. So this is a very important new moon for you. We had a full moon in Scorpio 2 weeks ago. Now this is your opposite sign, Taurus. So you and Taurus are kind of teammates when it comes to the zodiac wheel. You're right opposing each other. So this is interesting. This new moon, the sun and the moon and Uranus were in your 7th house. So this is all about relationships for you, Scorpio. Valuing relationships, business relationships, relationships that involve money in any way. This is family, friendships, family stuff. I already said family. Romantic partnerships. So financial partnerships. And it's very important that your relationships are touchable, feelable, seeable, that they're in the material realm, that they're, accommodating your self-worth, that you're with other people that have similar views and values when it comes to your resources and security in the material realm. But be very, very careful of possessive relationships, Scorpio, where you are looked at as an item, as an object. This is one of the downsides to having Taurus as a 7th house, is that relationships are often confused or mistaken for just another, almost like you can't tell the difference between an item you own and someone that you're with in a relationship. So be careful of possessive relationships and focus more on how to you know, a new moon in the 7th house over the next 6 months gives you the ability to set intentions for what you want to see happen with other people. This brings attention to the descendant house. You know, this is not who you are. This is who you are not. This is who you are not with. So you're setting new intentions when it comes to other people's values, other people's money, and how that kind of shows you, you know, the relationships you're forming with other people, be it romantic, business, friendship, family. You know, this is about finding new value in relationships, Scorpio, partnerships. But the cards coming out is the Emperor and the 6 of Pentacles. So some of you guys may be dealing with an Aries or have Aries energy. This is a father figure. This is authority. These are older, wiser figures, very masculine. Could be a boss or manager. Some of you guys are your own boss, your own manager, but there's a situation going on here that you need to gain control over when it comes to being breadcrumbed, okay? There may be this may pertain to relationships or new relationships that you find yourself in between now and November. I feel like some of you guys are in controlling relationships that really shortchange you. And your opposite sign, Taurus, is not going to allow that. Okay, over the next 6 months, there's going to be new people in places and things that come in your life in the form of money and finances. You may find yourself not feeling valued by people that you're in relationships with or people you're working amongst. But, you know, with the Emperor card, you want to know who you are. You want to be bold. You want to be confident enough. This may even be you, Scorpio, really having to take care of 2 people, places, and things. This is financial balance here, but, you know, we can see that this woman is being breadcrumbed here. So, you know, there's 2 different positions in this card. So there are relationships that make you feel like a beggar, like you have to beg for, you know, it's very important that you know your own self-worth and that you have, you know, self-confidence. Your self-esteem and your self-worth when it comes to your relationships come up here because your opposite sign is Taurus, Scorpio. So don't allow relationships to breadcrumb you. This is about matching the investments of other people, not giving more money or more love or more attention or more time than other people are giving you. This is about really equal give and take, balance, and fairness, okay? So there's going to be relationships that make you feel fortunate, like this man, and there's going to be relationships that make you feel unfortunate. There's 2 different positions here. That's why you ultimately have your guard up. We have the 9 of Wands. So this is about something you've fought more than once. This is about your the battles you're fighting emotionally, and this is about new love. You may definitely be a little on guard when it comes to new relationships with this you know, especially if it's an ex. We got Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and Pisces. I see Aquarius and Pisces here in the 4 of Wands. So there's definitely some relationship stuff going on for you, Scorpio. A new moon in the 7th house. By November, you will have new relationships with people. Not all romantic, but just definitely a new moon in the 7th house starts a new partnership. Some of you guys, you are married. You are in a partnership. There is a commitment. You do live with someone. There's a commitment here with a Pisces. We have Pisces and Scorpio hanging out here. I'm not sure if someone has a Scorpio moon, but there's definitely some juggling taking place. You're going to have a decision to make. Here's that Taurus opposite sign. You might be juggling more than one person. There could be 2 relationships here that you value. You're going to have to weigh the pros and cons and decide quickly what you would like to end. Don't be afraid to end things, Scorpio. Home environments, marriages, especially if they're involved with, you know, you getting breadcrumbed. But I definitely see certain secrets here, Scorpio. There may be a secret commitment, but you're celebrating as well. There's a soulmate union here, twin flame, but I definitely see communication. There's the truth about how you feel here in your relationship, Scorpio, but you've been kind of guarded. Okay, you've been a little bit on guard and feeling a little protective and defensive because you're trying to gain authority and balance so that what you are giving and receiving from others is matched. This is when you're your most bold. So value in relationships, partnerships, money when it comes to other people, and the money you have when it comes to, even if you're single, but just know this is a relationship cycle for you, so that by November, by the time of your season, Scorpio, in November, you're finding yourself around people who value you. Okay, secure relationships, grounded relationships where your self-worth and your self-esteem is matched and accommodated. All right, so definitely new relationships by the time of November, but hopefully ones that are a little bit more secure and don't breadcrumb you. Okay, so let's continue to Sagittarius. Hopefully that helps, Scorpio. Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome to the Taurus new moon. This happened on May 11th, 2021, and this is opening up a new beginning and seeds that are being planted between now and November. All right, so let's go ahead and get a tarot message, and then we'll discuss some of the Taurus astrology with you. What is the Taurus new moon message for Sagittarius? And we have a card coming out. So Sagittarius, Taurus, especially if you are a Sagittarius rising, is 6 houses away from you. So this new moon is setting intentions and new seeds, planting new seeds when it comes to your day-to-day life, it comes to your health, when it comes to your routine and your job. So the 6th house of Taurus is all about resources that you gain from giving services to other people. But this is about what you do every day to make money. Okay, the 6th house is very ritualistic. So money rituals are very important here. Stability every day, you know, living a stable life, incorporating your values and resources that you can gain every day. But this is definitely about your health as well, you know, being very grounded. You may find yourself changing certain things about your day-to-day life. This is about something new that you could add to your schedule or routine every day between now and November that would gain you more money, gain you more stability. You definitely may be starting a new job, or there may be new services that you have yet to discover that are shown to you between now and November, that you can gain more money from it, Sagittarius. This is a very tangible lifestyle. This is about, you know, living a lifestyle of luxury is the Sagittarius energy. That's why Sagittarius enjoy that, because your 6th house is ruled by Venus. So these are all the nice and shiny things that you would like to have by November, but how to live in a way that reflects that value. Valuing your lifestyle, valuing your health, becoming more stable and secure by November. And there might even be certain things that you don't do, but like I said, this is about newness. You know, what is something that you do want to do every day by November? So of course this could be exercise, eating habits, just anything that could help you be more secure. So let's get into the tarot now that we know this is a new beginning happening between now and November in your job, your services, your health. We have the Judgment card. I think Virgo just received this. So if you're dealing with a Virgo, you might want to watch for them. But this is about feeling really called to live a certain lifestyle as far as your finances. Now with a new moon, you may be a little afraid. There may be certain resources or values or tangible possessions that you feel you don't have to live a certain way. Like if you feel like you don't have enough money to afford a certain lifestyle, there's things like that. But this is about setting intention between now and November to be able to live in the way that you want, a lifestyle of value, okay, doing the job or providing the services financially that you would like. But this is about feeling called to a certain lifestyle. Okay, some of you guys may work using phones or work on the phone, but for me, this is more of a second chance to live the life you've always wanted to live. Between now and November, you're definitely going to be feeling really called. This is about your purpose, okay? If I haven't mentioned yet, this is the planet Pluto. And Pluto is all about, you know, facing your fears. There may be a lifestyle or something that you used to do that you thought was dead that resurrects. Like you haven't done this in a while, but over the next 6 months you're going to feel really called to kind of resurrect a certain thing that you used to do. Like, man, it's been forever since I've done that, but it really did give me a sense of stability. It really did secure me. So wow, I kind of feel called to do that again. This is about your purpose, Sagittarius. You're being really called to happiness. Okay, we have the sun. You may be feeling called to warmer climates. This may have to do with children. We have the Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, this is definitely about your happiest, stable self, being confident. We have a Leo and a Taurus here. We have Virgo, Sagittarius. We have Capricorn and Aries. I see an earth sign and a fire sign. This is about you taking action and really being mature. There may be a same-sex couple here or 2 women to consider. We definitely have a feminine Leo that you have a choice to make with. Okay, now we have a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So there's definitely a love here. Okay, there's a little bit of a competition going on when it comes to love between now and November, but you're feeling really called to connect emotionally with someone. You're holding yourself back from connecting to people emotionally as well, but I feel that you're gaining a lot of confidence in your tangible reality. Okay, I love that you're showing up as a queen here, male or female, and this is ultimately about happiness. This is the happiest card that you can get. This is joy, security, stability, confidence. All right, there's going to be a light here that is shown. You're going to have a lot of clarity about stability. So keep in mind, this is about money. This is about, you know, a more secure job. And just remember, it's about something that you can do every day between now and November that will help you become more stable and secure in 6 months. All right, Sagittarius, but you're going to be feeling called. You're going to awaken. Some of you guys don't know what you want to do to make money. Some of you guys have no idea what your higher calling is or purpose, and that's fine, Sagittarius, because the next 6 months are going to really it's going to be a beckoning, a reckoning. Like you're going to awaken to this, okay? It's totally fine if you don't know right now as you watch this what you want to do every day to make money, what your job is, what your purpose is, what you're meant to be doing for a living. Okay, this is about finding new ways to be secure and happy right now as you awaken to that, to awaken to a new confidence of stability and security. There's certain things that need to end. There's certain fears that you need to conquer before you really tap into your true purpose. But this is happening, Sag, okay? So this is your 6th house. A new moon here can bring a new job by November. It can bring a new routine, a new schedule, a new ritual of some sort that you can kind of bring more self-worth and money into your physical stability in grounded reality, okay, Sagittarius? So lots of new beginnings between now and then. What do you want to see yourself doing every day? How does your lifestyle look, in 6 months? How do you want to be living? Where do you see your health? Don't forget about health, okay? So thank you so much, Sagittarius. Let's move to Capricorn. This is for Capricorn. This is the Taurus new moon. Happy Taurus new moon, Capricorn. This took place on May 11th. All right, we've got a message coming out, kind of interestingly. So let's talk about astrology first, and then we'll get into the messages for the moon. So if you're a Capricorn rising on the zodiac wheel, this is for Capricorn sun, moon, and rising, but specifically rising, if you want to, really, watch for your rising sign, basically, so this makes sense for your personal birth chart. But on the zodiac wheel, all Capricorns have a 5th house Taurus. So this is actually quite pleasant and pleasurable for you. This Taurus energy is very similar to you, Capricorn. This is your sister sign. So any planets you have in Capricorn or Virgo are trined harmoniously by this new moon's energy. But the 5th house is all about pleasure. It's the house of children. It's the house of creativity, expression, soulmate energy, romance. So there's new beginnings happening all of those areas between now and November. So yeah, this is about your money as well, Capricorn, because we want to associate the energy of the 5th house and Taurus. So how can you create stability for yourself between now and November, Capricorn? How could you further express yourself in a secure way, like expressing yourself in a secure way, really expressing yourself in the physical realm about where you want to see yourself financially? There's going to be a lot of grounded new romances as well. Like by November, there's going to be romance that you value. This is about valuing romance, which Capricorn does. So yeah, lots of resources and creative energy going on. There might even be, you might be feeling over the next 6 months like being creative. There may be things that you create in any way, not just art, but like music, just getting really creative to make money your own way. All right. But definitely new romances. This may have to do with children. In the 5th house with a new moon, there could be, money that you make with children, money from your childhood that's important, but creatively expressing yourself and making money in that, okay? Your personal finances and material possessions being created here and expressed. Maybe even get a bit romantic about it. But yeah, that's the 5th house. Very pleasurable. So this is about stability and pleasure for you. The more pleasure, the more stability, the more stable, the more pleasure. Having fun with this, being happy. The 5th house is great. This is kind of positive for you, Capricorn. I think you're going to feel a lot happier by November with this, with how secure you're feeling. But the cards here, as far as the tarot, we have the 6 of Swords. Okay, so we got Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. You guys are really reflecting on how to get to a calmer place. Now, because this is the fifth house, there could be travel or moving on that has to do with children, romance. You could be leaving or going to arrive at a certain romance. You're going to be finding a more pleasurable way. You're just going to be feeling more pleasure. You're making your mind up to move on mentally, emotionally, and physically to your happiness. Okay. So this is a little bit sad. By November, there's going to be people and places and things that you have to move on from in order to get to where you want to go. It's sad to leave things behind, but you want to focus on the happiness up ahead. Okay, this is a little sad. Some of you guys have deeply reflected on this. It might involve a Virgo. It might involve your solitude or wisdom. Okay, we have Virgo and Sagittarius here. Some of you guys are really reflecting wisely before you impulsively charge forward and take an action. And we have the 8 of Swords as well. So we've got a little bit of an indication here of someone who's trapped in their mind. This is what you're leaving behind. A prison of isolation and solitude where you're stuck in your mind, disconnected from your emotions. Got the Lovers card, Zodiac sign Gemini showing up. There's some heavy relationship choices here to make, Capricorn, in regards to your future. Of course, you want to know more about the future. You want to know more about, how focused this person is on the long term. There's going to be communication and commitment. This might involve financial fulfillment, which is what you're always focused on. Okay, so there is going to be relationship stuff that come up here, specifically soulmates, but I feel like there's a heavy relationship and burdens in relationships that are going to be released from you so that new romance can come in. This might involve a Gemini, but you're working really hard. And there's a choice here, a very heavy choice in regards to this. And this is why you're stuck in your head. Some of you may be stuck in with a choice, or a Gemini stuck here, but yeah, you're wisely, this is Capricorn being wise and impulsive at the same time, you know, having to take action. There might be a fire sign here that's involved with this. I'm going to get you one more, Capricorn. Okay, so yeah, by November, you're going to be in a much calmer place. Between now, the next 6 months is a transition for you that you're going to have to go alone. I do see you having to go alone with the Hermit card and kind of go into your solitude. Why is the Six of Swords here for Capricorn for the Taurus new moon? And we have a bunch of cards coming out. All right, the Ten of Swords. The Temperance card is at the bottom. We have Sagittarius. You could definitely be dealing with an Aries. There's truth between a Sagittarius and an Aries here. Breadcrumbs. Painful endings coming to an end. Some of you guys don't want to walk away emotionally. We've got a Scorpio here. Yeah, the Hanged Man in reverse. You're not seeing something in a different way, but we've got emotional regrets. That was all pretty much emotional cards that came out. So you're going to need to be patient and balanced for something to end, okay? Now let's try that again, but no wonder you're moving on. You're moving on from things that are not emotionally fulfilling. Something is missing, Capricorn, isn't it? Okay, and you're focused on something that didn't work out in the past. That's affecting your movement forward. Okay, but you want emotional fulfillment. You don't want regret or depression anymore. You're trying to handle things in a very stable and mature way emotionally. It's going to take a lot of patience and authority. But yeah, you're moving on to calmer waters so that you can be released from stagnancy. There's going to be some endings and regrets here, maybe with a water sign. Okay, why is the Six of Swords here for Capricorn? Now that just exploded off the table there. So there's definitely going to be some emotion. Okay, we have the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. Completion. There's something here that you're working so hard on, Capricorn, in a home, in a family. This is the burdens that you have to carry for the future. This is such a Capricorn vibe. Okay, this is literally Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Virgo, Taurus. The future is heavy. Excuse me. The future is heavy. This is about the plan. You know you're going to have to work really hard between now and November and even the next 10 years, the next year, the next 10 months. This is about financial fulfillment and the extra work you're going to have to put in. You know, that's why you're moving on to a calmer vibration, somewhere that's a much more stable and fulfilling. But these are two ending cards. You know, after these cards, we go to the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. So that might even be why you're moving on, because you know something is over. You've grown and learned and made all the money and value that you can here. It's time to really start something new. You've worked as hard as you can. You've done the extra work to carry something to completion. And now it's just over. So there's definitely maybe a career that ends here that you're no longer passionate about. It's very important that you are happy with money, that you're experiencing pleasure and stability. Fifth house Taurus. But you have a choice between comfort and growth. Okay, this is something you've always done, Capricorn. You've always carried this. This has always been your responsibility. But, you know, this new moon is really wanting you to look out to the horizon of somewhere you've never been. That's where you're going. There's going to be travel and transition for you, but you're going to have to, you know, end a burden. And for Capricorn, the greatest burden is letting go something that they've put their time, energy, and effort into. But we got to do that sometimes in order to start something new. Okay, this is about choosing a new direction for yourself, and it might involve the past. A Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You've got some anxiety here, Capricorn. With the Nine of Swords, you're going to gain clarity. Okay, but this is about the past and the future. You're in between a portal. There may be someone that returns from the past, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But I love to see that you're going to be feeling a lot lighter. Okay, your financial fulfillment, and you're going to be financially fulfilled in 6 months and less burdened, Capricorn. And that, my friend, is one of the perks to being trined by Taurus. So creative money, get really creative about how you can gain stability and money. Make your happiness a tangible thing that you have possession over, and get ready for the new romance, and maybe even connecting with children or getting in touch with your childhood, Capricorn. But don't be afraid to express yourself when it comes to money and stability, okay? That's the main thing. So yeah, we had the Ace of Pentacles just come out in the moon. Let's go ahead and shift to Aquarius energy. Aquarius, we just had the Ace of Pentacles and the Moon card come out. So there might be a secret new beginning here. Let me fix my necklace that is swinging all over the place. All right, yeah, the cards are definitely talking. Happy new moon in Taurus, Aquarius. This took place on May 11th, 2021. And this is going to be a 6-month cycle to set intentions and plant seeds to manifest in November 2021. So let's go ahead and get a tarot card, and then we'll talk a little bit about astrology. Got the Queen of Wands coming out. Huge Leo. Okay, I'm going to reshuffle for you, Aquarius, but this is a huge Leo vibration currently in the cards. Let's talk about the astrology. So Taurus and Aquarius are actually both fixed signs. So similar to what I told Leo, you are squared by Taurus. So this new moon definitely has a little bit of a conflict energy behind the scenes for you. It's your 4th house, Aquarius. Taurus is 4 houses away from you. So this has to do with family, your foundation, where you consider yourself to be from, your roots, but money, your tangible reality, okay? So anything that has to do with money and home, so like paying rent, bills, family money, new beginnings happening there though, fears as well. And, you know, just kind of creating a foundation. So, yeah, this is definitely, when you have a new moon in the 4th house, especially if you're an Aquarius rising, watch for your rising sign, guys, because it'll resonate more. But there could definitely be a new home or new additions to the family, new money, new foundations. Some of you may work from home. Making money from home may be important here as well. But when we have a new moon here, I can definitely see by November, some of you guys, family things will be changed. Where you consider yourself to be from, as far as stability and security, may change. But this is about money as well. So new money for home, new stability. So as I mentioned, we've got quite the Leo. This is your opposite sign, Leo. Some of you may have Leo energy in your chart. But this is a Leo female that may be important between now and November. This could also be Sag and Aries as well. But fire sign energy. This is a Leo to me. A Leo feminine. But if this is not Leo energy, this is talking about confidence, Aquarius, taking action. Okay, there may be a Leo that someone lives with, or a Leo family member that might be important, or you're holding yourself back from taking a certain action when it comes to home. Maybe because, you know, there's a spy or you need to know more. There's going to be communication from a significant friend. Some of you live with 3 or more people. Some of you live with a friend. There's 3 friends, or you live with a lot of women. But there's a decision that you're going to have to make about your home environment and the newness happening there. Okay, there's a little bit of stagnancy when it comes to emotional fulfillment. But I do see the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords. Aquarius, this is you in masculine form. I see an air sign and an earth sign here, whether that's you, a Gemini, a Libra, or a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You could definitely live with air signs, earth signs, but this is about you gaining intelligence over your security. You're also going to be moving on to a calmer place. Yeah, I see a very clear conversation taking place with about money, or with an earth sign. This is about you getting really stable mentally, mastering your mind and your tangible possessions. You may have an earth sign friend. Okay, but there's a decision to make for sure about home and family. And we've got an indication here of communication coming in forward that has been held back. All right, so yeah, don't hold back communication. And what it is that you feel. If there's important conversations that need to take place, you're going to have to be confident and bold, especially if it's with a family member. So we know this is in your 4th house. There's going to be new beginnings happening in the home. Some of you guys, you know, there's certain money that you need in regards to a home. Maybe you want a new home. This is about financing the home, but having a stable home, having a secure family. Okay. All right, so let's see. What is the message for Aquarius for the Taurus new moon on May 11th? And we're pulling the moon card. So this is your energy. We have the moon. There's definitely some fears and darkness. You guys want to follow your intuition. We've got the zodiac sign Pisces that may be important for you, Aquarius, between now and November. You may live with a Pisces. You may have a Pisces family member. Okay, but if this is not Pisces energy, then there's something hidden here. This is the actual moon's energy, Pisces and Cancer. You may have significant fears or illusions to face when it comes to new beginnings in the home or family, especially when it comes to endings and beginnings. This could have to do with a Scorpio. We got Scorpio and Pisces here, Scorpio moon. All right, behind the Death card is the 2 of Pentacles. So there's going to be an ending to something that you've been juggling, an ending to financial stress. There's going to be positive news. You know, there definitely may be children here. I see 2 children, an air sign and a fire sign, or just younger energy. These 2 people are the same age, but there's definitely some communication. And I see some happiness going on in your home environment. You may feel a lot more emotionally fulfilled and stable and secure by November. You're really focusing. There's more that you want to know. These are 2 new people that may be entering your life. There may be 2 new children that are added into the home or family. Some of you have a home environment where there's younger people, but there's going to be an end to something. Okay, especially if it involves a Scorpio. This is a beginning and ending. Okay, transition, rebirth, resurrection, transformation. Some of you guys are a little afraid of what's ending in the family and the home. Let's clarify the moon. Why is the moon card coming out for Aquarius for the Taurus new moon? You're definitely going to want to face your fears about starting new beginnings in the home and family between now and November. There could be certain secrets in the home or family when it comes to money. Okay, we have, oh my goodness. Okay, so this is what's important. This is for you, Aquarius. Some of you guys, if you don't have a Leo female in your life, you definitely will by the time of November. So yeah, we have Leo again showing up here really strongly. Some of you guys feel really called to do something, to take a certain action. You've held yourself back for too long from your purpose. Some of you, there's a phone call with a Leo, like you're trying to tame something. There may be forgiveness here if there were secrets or fears. All right, follow your intuition when it comes to the actions you're feeling called to take and no longer holding yourself back. This could be a Sagittarius or Aries as well. But if it's not a fire sign, then you're feeling really called to a certain passion. Yeah, we have the Lovers. This is a connection. We have the Zodiac sign Gemini here, and we have Pisces and the Ace of Wands. So there's going to be new sparks of love moving forward. Some of you guys are single, or you will be, but then we have this new spark of a connection. You may be connecting with a twin flame. You've invested a lot into yourself, but there's new, exciting, passionate beginnings of love, but going to be choices. There might be two people you have to choose from, all right? But you're going to need to be confident. Confidence is resurrecting. Passion is resurrecting. There may be a fire sign that you're holding yourself back from forgiving or having a second chance. But yeah, you're really hidden with this new moon in Taurus. When it comes to your family, there's certain things that you're keeping a secret about your foundation, or when it comes to money. All right, you know, what is groundable, you're grounded, your physical stability. But new moon in the 4th house, there could be conflict when it comes to money and family, but I do see new beginnings with family and home. And just remember, it's just about where you consider yourself from. This is about a secure home environment, family values, but personal finances as well, versus those you live with or have a shelter with. All right, Aquarius. So by November, you could definitely experience new beginnings there as far as your foundation for finances, home, and family. Okay, new beginnings, new homes. So last but not least, let's go ahead and get a message for Pisces. Hi Pisces, welcome to the Taurus new moon. This happened on May 11th, 2021, and this is taking place over the next 6 months. So let's talk astrology, and then we will get into the cards that just flew out. Okay, so Pisces, Taurus new moon, this is 3 houses away from you on the zodiac wheel. So especially if you're a Pisces rising, make sure you watch for your rising sign, you guys. So Pisces, 3 houses away from you is Taurus on the wheel, and this has everything to do with your lower mind, my friend. This has everything to do with what you are communicating over the next 6 months. Communication, money, all of that. Okay, we want to combine the 3rd house with Taurus energy for you, Pisces. So this is about you really valuing communication. Anything that has to do with money and conversating. You may have many talks about money or many talks about stability or possessions. All right, so you're going to start changing your mind. These are new thoughts coming in about money. When you have a new moon in the 3rd house, there may be you know, new facts that come in. This is about the truth in regards to money and security, your values. Like I said, you're going to be really valuing grounded communications. Communication is going to become somewhat of a resource for you to gain stability by November. All right, so this is your lower mind of information. You're going to get a little bit more analytical with this, Pisces, and you're going to be speaking your truth and really speaking from a place of self-worth from the material world. This is literally about being able to speak new beginnings of finances into your life. So, you know, this is your truth. It is spoken, so mote it be. Your mindset and your truth, what you think you have is what you have, Pisces. So if you don't think you have something, you will not have that. If you think you have something and that's your truth, it will manifest. This is just what it's like to have a Pisces 3rd house. So by November, you know, where do you really want to see your truth, you know, when it comes to your security and material world? What do you want to be speaking? What do you want to see happen in your lower mind? You know, you really want to focus on the details and the truth here, certain facts, financial facts, getting really down to the numbers. There's a lot here to do with numbers, Pisces, with the Taurus 3rd house. The numbers, the 3rd house also rules siblings and those who are close around you. So there may be people right around you, or siblings, or just people who are in close proximity that also have values. You may want to communicate with them a little bit, collab with them, have certain conversations with people about money so that you can kind of learn. This may have to do with some short distance travel as well. So there might be money that's kind of close by that you have to travel maybe an hour away or something like that. But this is all going to manifest over the next 6 months. So by November, there's going to be many conversations that you've had. You're going to have a lot more facts about being grounded in physical stability. Maybe unexpected conversations about money as well here, because we have Uranus. So enough of that. We know this is the third house of communication, and that Pisces is really going to be communicating a lot, valuing communication, valuing facts. All right, we have the Strength card. There may be a significant Leo here showing up between now and November. You may have Leo energy, Pisces, but this is about really having the strength to tame something. Now, getting this card for the third house, there's going to be certain things that we want to hold our tongue about. That's what the Strength card is doing. This is about taming. So there might be certain things that we want to say, especially conversations about money are not always the best. So there's a little energy here about being held back or holding certain things back. Be careful holding back your truth, Pisces, with this third house, because you're going to want to get really grounded when it comes to your money. And we have the Hermit card, Virgo and Leo coming out. But this is about you being very wise and reflecting on what is over. We have the World card, okay? So there's something you're going to be celebrating on your own when it comes to this, okay? We have the Devil, so Saturn and Capricorn. There's some kind of karma that is over for you, Pisces. For some reason, the Taurus new moon is also letting you know that. This might involve a Capricorn or Virgo, a Capricorn moon, which is going to happen at the end of June. We have a Capricorn moon. Someone here may have a Capricorn moon or Pisces Capricorn energy. There's a little bit of a secret toxicity here that is karmic that you're going to have to reflect on. Okay, but you're going to be experiencing new beginnings as well, secretly, with this Taurus new moon. This is literally the Taurus new moon. All right, an indication of it. Financial communication, you're going to find new value, but there is something here like a secret addiction, a secret toxicity, some kind of, you know, this is your spirituality here, but toxicity as well. And it doesn't matter because this karmic cycle is over. There may be yearly anniversaries you encounter between now and November, but you're really reflecting on these cycles wisely about how you can, you know, this is for Taurus energy, this is like codependence. You know, this is breaking free from karmic cycles that, you know, compromise your sensation of self-worth, no longer allowing those people, places, and things to hold you back. This is about all that you could have and all that you could say and all that you can think now that you are free from some kind of toxic bind of karma. Why is the Strength card here for Pisces? Now, Leo could be very important. You're going to have to tame your mind. You're going to have to tame your money. And we do have the Four of Pentacles and now the Ace of Pentacles. So there's going to be a lot, and I love this for you, Pisces, new beginnings, okay? Something you need in order to no longer be held back. This might involve a Leo as far as collaborating with the money-wise. You may be communicating with Leo or having some really strong thoughts about something. This is something you need, though. All of us need different things, but I can promise you this Ace of Pentacles is going to be presented to you in the form of something very valuable, maybe even a large sum of money. It's very unexpected, though. Okay, this is a very unexpected new beginning. You're kind of on guard here, but you are abundant. Okay, we have the Empress, that's Venus energy. There's abundance for you in the future, Pisces, a new beginning. Maybe with a Leo, a Cancer. There's a new spark with a fire sign or just new passion. It's going to be risky, but you're going to feel so much more confident after you take this leap into a new direction. Okay, there's an unexpected abundance here that you've been protecting, that you've been fighting for. You're getting really close to reaching the final battle and stepping into yourself as a queen or a king. But, you know, keep in mind, there's going to be false foundations and tower moments for you in your third house of communication. Unexpected communication, breakdowns, but definitely no longer being held back because something's going to come in that you need. The right amount of money, a new beginning, a new job, new conversations, new stability. So Pisces, new moon in your third house. This is about what you think about money. This is about your thoughts becoming really grounded into reality. So make sure that you are keeping your thoughts very focused when it comes to money and your tangible reality. You know, what do you see yourself, what do you see your mindset as in regards to money in November, because it's going to be manifesting. So make sure that you're keeping your truth really in check, regardless of what your physical possessions, because what Pisces owns, it exists in their mind. It exists factually with the truth, okay? But this is about getting a little bit more stable. But I think this is just going to open up conversation for the majority of us and change our mind when it comes to physical stability. So that is the end of the zodiacs. What I want to do is just get one last message, just in case those didn't resonate with you guys. Let's get a message for the collective. So what is the Taurus new moon saying to us all? Give me one final message for all of us for the Taurus new moon, please, happening on May 11th. What is this Taurus new moon message for all watching? And we have the Star card, Aquarius energy, but most of all, keeping faith, hope, this new moon is actually going to be a symbol of hope and renewal for us, okay? It's going to really inspire us. This has to do with our destiny and what we're wishing for in our tangible reality. Wishes are going to be coming true in the tangible realm. That must be what Taurus does. Taurus grants very tangible wishes. So, you know, as far as finances and stability, we're going to be gaining some kind of wish. We have a lot of options here, guys. Be careful of option paralysis. There's going to have to be choice. There's an option here, but only one of these options are something that we've been wishing for. There's a difference between water and poison. Not all of these things are going to be good that the new moon in Taurus you know, shows us. And of course the Five of Pentacles is a part of this new moon in Taurus message, because there is financial conflict. Be very, very careful falling into the deep confusing realm of lack. Okay, this is confusion, feeling abandoned, feeling like you don't have enough, unemployed, homeless. What if I don't have enough to pay? What if I can't eat today? All right, but you want to tap into abundance. I love what the cards are doing here. This is saying that you want to find out more about abundance. The Empress knows that there is an abundance of money, an abundance of food, and if not, she'll create it, she'll give birth to it. So be very careful the differences between these cards. Having a lack mindset and then knowing that you're abundant. Taurus new moon does highlight our fears about money. Some of us are really not sure how to feel, but we do know the difference between being emotionally satisfied and emotionally bored and unsatisfied, missing opportunities because we're done being breadcrumbed. We're waiting on the truth in regards to this. I know some of us are going to be going through conflict, but there's going to be a lot of options coming forward that we're wishing for that are going to give us hope and inspiration. This is money, people, place, things. Some of these things are good. Some of these things are harmful. So we're going to have to choose wisely here. All right, I know some of us have anxiety in our relationships, but we want to handle this in a truthful, Queen of Swords kind of way. We're going to gain a lot of clarity from this as well. Okay, a lot of truth, the truth about what we have, but ultimately some kind of wish or inspiration that this Taurus new moon is going to happen, probably right in our finances. Okay, for those of us who have been having troubles financially, guys. So thank you so much for tuning in to this video for the Taurus new moon. It means the world to me as a Taurus moon. I really was affected by this energy, and I'm really happy that we're starting these new grounded manifestations over the next 6 months, guys. So thank you. I hope this Taurus new moon really revealed true value of people, places, and things in your life. And if anything, I hope it showed you what it is that you do have, what it is that you'll always have, and how to gain what it is that you don't have or that you have a fear of losing, you guys. So thank you so much. I will see you guys in the Sagittarius full moon eclipse video at the end of May. Bye.